Thanks for watching. Today we're going to paint up the body for my Axial SCX10 short wheelbase Jeep. So I made in the past two videos this two-door Jeep body. It looks like a mess right now. It is all cut, so there's multiple logos on there. If you wonder how I made this chassis, this started off as a BaseCamp kit, straight axles, shortened shocks, cut the frame rails, everything. I will make sure that there's a video linked in the video description so you can check it out. And this will also be part of a little playlist. This is going to be my AxialFest Badlands build. So there's a lot of 3D printed stuff that's going to be bolted on here from Night Customs that I found at youmagine.com. There's a Night Customs logo on the hood, there's a youmagine logo on the rear window, and of course there's also a HemiStorm logo on each door. So all of that stuff right now needs to be tied together. Now, seeing that I have chosen to go with some Spec RC rims in orange anodization, I have decided that the main body color is going to be orange metallic most likely. I'm going to decorate the rest of it with some white logos just to keep it really nice and simple, and perhaps I will add a splash of blue. For now we're going to focus on the main body color. In case you wonder how I do all of the logos, very simple. I cut it out after I have printed it, so this is like a part of a HemiStorm logo. So I print it in reverse, then I stick it on the outside of the body. I tape the inside of the body, and that's also where I do my cut work. I have plenty of videos where I show you how to do this. This is a very easy way. You don't require to have any plotters, not anything that is super fancy or expensive. You just need to have a bit of patience, a blade and a steady hand, and plenty of time. So just take your time to cut it. You can do this over the course of multiple days. And just make sure that you cut all of your lines before you go ahead and paint. That's basically it. All right, let's warm up some cans and start painting. Stage 1 is currently done, which is the background color. That also makes me tackle the biggest issue that I have, which is the majority of the color, trying to get it all to kind of tie in, and also I apply the fade. And having a split body like this, since I cut it to make it shorter, it does ensure that you need to have some sort of control over what you do with that fade. What I mean by that is you do need to marry those halves together. You can't go like guess what you're going to fade. So you need to have them sort of in place in order to make that fade happen. Anyway, that sounds way more complicated than it really is. Just make sure you have the body halves really close together when you do your fade. So in this case, I went from white to yellow to orange to fluorescent orange to, God, what was it? Translucent yellow to basically every color in the book. Metallic orange, I used copper. I backed it with some white. There's some lame flake in there. Just get creative, just see what you have laying around. I could of course just gone for like a metallic orange, but I wanted to have a few different nuances in there since it is such a big orange surface. I didn't want to add anything dumb like mountains again or desert or whatever, since I've done that a couple of times already. So we just wanted to have something that looks like an evening sun or a morning sun, or something to kind of reflect what the sky can look like at the prettiest hours of the day. Now that we have that done, I have unmasked all of the black stuff for my next step, which is filling in all those black areas. So you can see the Night Customs logo in front is currently unmasked. It is mirrored from what you would usually find, but it is just so I can actually fit it in with the hood, or that bulge on the hood. I also have unmasked the grille, so this is a modern style Jeep grille like you would find it on the nowadays Jeeps. Some simple paint tricks can actually make your Jeep look more modern than this model actually is from Axial. And then I have a few scallops on the side, HemiStorm logo. I will paint all of that black too, and then there's just a few steps left in order to get all of the colors in. After that, we will do some more cut work and get to the flat clear part, which is always one of my favorite stages of paint, because that means that we're almost done.
Are now my enemies. Always tell you what to do. Can't keep up with all the bullshit they're throwing your way. Always looking for the easy way. Now they're walking over you. Yeah. Never felt so damn frustrated. You're just wasting my time. All the feelings that I dread is ringing in my head. Can't believe the words you said. Ringing in my head. Somebody save me. Now we're hanging by a thread.
There, we are now on the final stretch, so I just peeled the last colors, which is going to be white, so you can tell in the front the Night Customs logo is now unmasked. I remasked the grille just because I don't want any white to come through in the spokes, if that makes any sense. So I want that grille to be as black as possible. Seeing that I went for that modern grille, I really want it to be completely blacked out. I will put some flat clear on the outside, but we will do that later. In the top there's a youmagine logo. That one will get backed with the white as well, so that Y pops really nice. Whoops. And then on the side you see the HemiStorm logos. Those as well are going to be white, just because I think that contrasts nicely. And then you have the fade going on from the white to the yellow to the whatever the hell I used on top of that, just to go to that copper tint in the top and have like a nice metallic tone in that orange. But then that white really sets it off nicely, I think. In the back as well, in the rear window, you can tell there's a youmagine.com logo. That will be white, and afterwards I will actually tint the back window, so I will smoke that a bit. With that also, all of my pretty good looking, if I say so myself, cage work will be obscured. It is there for the keen observer to see, so you just have to look through that tinted window. In case you see me at AxialFest Badlands, stop by, take a picture through the window, through the tint, and you will see that the cage is fully in place, as will be the interior. Interior as well, we get a coat of flat clear afterwards. And also I have cut a sun visor in the front. The sun visor, I lined that one up with the light bar. So there's two mounts for the Night Customs light bar. And once you have glued those in place, it will look somewhat like this. You can tell that there's a line going on over here. I wanted to kind of use that line as a guide for the sun visor to go from left to the right. Just because I always think that that adds a nice bit of detail. Having some type of tint over there and then having the rest of the window completely clear. Of course, window beads, I always paint those in black as well. I think if you can avoid using stickers, you should do so. So I did in this case as well. I will now go heat up a can of white, spray that last color on, and after that, most likely I will let this sit overnight so it can cure a tiny bit. Tomorrow I will cut all of the flat clear parts and continue the paint job. This was a really fun build. This is the world's first two-door Axial SCX10iii short wheelbase, straight axle, tiny tire. Yeah, and I really like the way that it turned out. All of the 3D printed parts really finished this truck off. So you have the front runner roof rack, you have the KC highlights light bar, and then the snorkel, the bar fenders. You got the big inserts for the side windows with the roto packs inserted, and then also the grill insert. All of these parts come from Night Customs. You can see his logo over here in the front. I decided to obscure this with some flat clear, the logo, just to give it a tiny bit of extra detail. I did cut a pinstripe around the black, also just to make it stand out a tiny bit more. There's a ton of sparkle going on in that orange metallic. And then on the side, I did decide to put a tiny few sponsor stickers on around the HemiStorm logo, just to give it a tiny bit of extra detail. In a build like this, really curb your enthusiasm and pace yourself. Take your time to finish it off correctly, and it will pay off in the long run. So there's no use in rushing through it and kind of rushing to the finish line, because you will make mistakes in the end, and that's really not what you want. So here as well, I wanted to have that modern style front grille. I think that turned out really nice. I'm really happy with the outcome of that. In the back as well, you have the youmagine logo also on the top, and youmagine is where you can find the Night Customs 3D printable files. That's also where I got these items. I think overall I'm really happy with the outcome. It is of course always visible that this is a cut body. I think in that it also has its charm, because it is not a bad thing to see that something is handcrafted, handmade, custom built, that it is a one-off. And of course you will never have a seamless transition from one cut part to the next. But I think using these 3D printed parts, it is kind of as good as it gets. Spec RC rims really set it off nicely, along with these tiny tires. And then I'm really happy with the electronics as well that I chose for this build. Perhaps I will see you at AxialFest Badlands. That would be fantastic. Come and meet me over there. If you see a short wheelbase truck on the trails, there is a big chance that it's me with this vehicle right here. Encourage Axial to take this thing into production because they're great fun to run. I think in it having like a tiny bit of different ground clearance as well poses a bit of an extra challenge, and it is just fun to see more different styles of trucks out on the trails. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the box below. Any links to, for example, the ready-to-run Jeep JL, but also to the BaseCamp kit, I will make sure that all of that is in the video description box for you to check out. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do. I hope I will see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Back on.